I think people think having a travel agent is something like rich people have, or it's going to cost a lot, or, they just have these preconceived ideas based on, what they may have known in the past or whatever. And that's not the case with you. I have used you personally, and you don't cost me any money.
No.
Zero.
No.
So I want you to explain that to people, how this works. What's up, Camden County? You are catching episode 101 of the Getting in Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Alison Shores with the Camden County Chamber of Commerce. This Getting in Your Business podcast is made possible by our Chairman Circle sponsors, Georgia Power Company, Georgia's Own Credit Union, Lockheed, Comcast, Sparklight, Plug Power, St. Mary's, DDA, TDS Telecom, and Ameris Bank. Thank you to all of our sponsors. All right, guys, today we're switching it up a little bit, and I have to just tell y'all I am jealous of our guest today because she is coming to us live from Cancun. What? So we are with Zahi from Journeys by Zahi, and I'm so excited that you're here. I have to just tell you, I just want to look at this background, and is that a little drink beside you?
Just a little bit. Morning pick me up.
Look, a little fruit in there. Man, I'm jealous right now. Zahi, thank you for taking the time to do this all the way from Cancun. But I think it's really important because I want people to know exactly, what you do, and then how good you are at it, and the level that you take your service. Like right now, you're in Cancun. I mean, I'm sure you're having a great time, but you're there to check out the hotels and their vibes and the excursions. And so you will know what your people need. So let's just dive all into it. So Zahi, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I have been dying to bring Camden County to Cancun for a while now. So you guys can see why it's actually one of my favorite places. Obviously not to be outdone by my home of Puerto Rico, but there's something about the people in Cancun, right? Cancun is a pretty just like a section, and we are right now in the Costa Mujeres section. It's a little bit north of Cancun, and it's actually known to have the most beautiful beaches. So that's why I wanted to bring you guys here. So have you ever seen those videos of the commercials, change your latitude or whatever? These beaches are it. So that's why I say, you know what? Let's bring Camden and my favorite chamber people over to Cancun with us. So yay. So thank you for being here.
I was so excited because I'm oh, she's going to do this at the beach, all the things. And now I'm looking at it, and as excited as I was, now I'm just filled with envy and jealousy, and I want to be with you. But this is a great way to be with you, and I'm so excited. Now, I think the last time you were on our podcast, you were actually doing business under the name Hola Beaches, right?
Yes, ma'am. We were Hola Beaches for a very long time. I wanted to evolve because my clientele evolved the same way my business evolved. So I wanted it to be a little bit more upscale. And as you can see, this property is definitely giving those vibes. So I wanted to make sure that people saw us as me creating their journey from start to finish, from flights to hotels and all of that stuff. So I wanted the new name and our new logo and our brand to represent that journey that I take with my clients as well. So hence me being here.
Yes, but you honestly do. And I want people to know when we're traveling, I think when people, and I said this before, but I do want to recap in case anybody doesn't know, I think people think having a travel agent is something like rich people have, or it's going to cost a lot, or, they just have these preconceived ideas based on, what they may have known in the past or whatever. And that's not the case with you. I have used you personally, and you don't cost me any money.
No.
Zero.
No.
So I want you to explain that to people, how this works.
So I still operate under the no service fee model. That is my business plan. It's worked for me. I get to know my clients so much that they become kind of part of my family, and it feels icky charging for that service. For me,
yeah, I get it.
I'm knocking any other agents. Everybody does their business. I have plenty of friends who charge fees. But for me, it's a little bit different. I love what I do, and I do get paid. I go through suppliers just like a Carnival Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, or Vacation Express, which is one of my favorites. for the Caribbean, and I get paid through them. I get commission from them. So as long as you travel, I get paid. If you don't travel, I don't get paid. And that's when people start charging fees. But for me, because I pick my clients very well, um, I know that they are going to travel unless, God forbid, something happens. And that's where we have, we'll discuss that with travel insurance probably at another podcast. But that's why I don't charge. I don't charge. I don't find it, for me, it's not worth it to me. I like to build a relationship more of become part of our family than a business transaction.
Well, I can tell you with me, I didn't have like a vacation booked with you, but I needed to go out to Texas with my mom. And the last thing that I had, and we were going for a super quick thing. It wasn't this long drawn out trip, but I needed, my car rental, the airline tickets and the hotel. I just needed everything taken care of. I didn't have time to do everything. And I can tell you, you literally went on that journey with me. Number one, like, I'm pretty sure within an hour you had like an itinerary for me. You're like, look at this, see if these work. Is there anything you would like to change before we hit, and I'm like, what? I just gave you information and now you have my whole itinerary. Like but also like throughout the trip, I could call you at any point in time if I had any problem with anything and you let me know. Like, I mean, you fix stuff for us, but I think what people need to know about you that I have learned is that you, on the vacation side, you go to these places, you experience the things. And like we were talking about earlier with going to the different hotels and the different vibes, and so you actually, these people are your family that you're, planning trips for, and you want to make it perfect, that you'll actually go and figure the stuff out ahead of time. And I just think that level of service, it's amazing. And, we have it right here in Camden County and anybody can use you. And so you don't have to be going on vacation. You can just need something scheduled because maybe you don't even want to go, but it came up, you need it done. You don't have time to sit down and do it. You'll do that. And I think that's really, really cool. And I, in life, I hate to say this, but it is who you know. And you get to know the people in which you're booking these things with, not just your customers, that are using your family. Like I'm talking about the people that are working at the hotels and that are working these, you know them, you have relationships with them. And I think that sets you apart. And it's so cool to me. You've been to Greece, you've been to all kinds of places trying to check out. I'm so jealous of how you travel. But yeah, I kind of want you to tell us, like, what does your trip this time look like? Like, what all have you seen? Yeah.
So this trip was actually, it's what we call a fam trip, and they're pretty much to familiarize yourself with the properties.
Okay.
There's a couple of ways to do them. Usually you will get invited by a supplier. I like doing them on my own. I'm like a little Dora the Explorer because I like to pick my places. Like there's certain brands that I would not sell because they're not at the level of service that I want my clients to experience. So I put this one together with a friend of mine. It was in the chat for a while. She's from Canada. So we met on a fam actually, which is another great reason why to go to do these, because you meet other people. But this one was fun because this one was places that I haven't seen because they're new or because they have been remodeled and I've only seen them when they were remodeled. And I want to see sometimes when they do a remodel of a resort, it changes the vibe and the feel. Some of them go from adults only to family resorts or vice versa. So, and I'm always looking for that client that I know what they like, and I'll see a property and say, oh, this would be great for so-and-so, and I'll send them information. As far as the resorts that I visit, when I say they do become like family, I actually text Steve yesterday because I was touring, and I know I shouldn't have favorites, but I was touring our favorite resort, which is Valentine Imperial. And we went into the coffee shop doing the tour, and I ran into our favorite server there, Imelda. And she gave me the biggest hug. And I was like a family. And she was like, you're not here with your husband. And she took care of my mom when I went with my mom. So it does become like family. You get to know these people. You get to know their history. And they are so wonderful that they take care of you. And I just I love them. So I love it here. We've walked, I've done already in between Tuesday and Wednesday, we
Yeah.
walked 9 properties, over 30,000 steps. I'm pretty sure my watch think is stolen.
Yeah. It's like, excuse me, where's Zai?
Yeah, like this is not her.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. And I still have one more today. So I have one more resort to view today,
Okay.
which is the sister property. This one is brand new. This one's a little special to me because it's actually, I have a lot of clients that come up here, and one of our favorite people in the world will be here at the end of the month, Miss Amanda. So I'm coming back to make sure that everything's perfect for Miss Amanda from Huey Magoo's.
I was about to say, are we talking about Amanda Griffin from Huey Magoo's?
Yes, ma'am.
I love this. I love that she's going on a trip.
Yes, because no one deserves a vacation more than that
Nobody.
woman.
Agreed.
So I'm excited because she gets to experience this firsthand, and the level of service that she'll get is going to be chef's kiss. She even has a butler.
Stop it.
She has a butler. I have a butler right now. She's awesome.
Like, but this is so cool because you can literally, you can go as crazy as you want to on these trips with butlers or this or that, or you can keep it simple and want to be bothered by nobody, you know?
Exactly.
But that's what's so great about you is like you care about like, you know, Amanda needs a butler. You know, you need to make that happen.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like she deserves that kind of care and, you know, relaxation right now. But I think that is so cool. Do you have any, like, I know that you have to plan out kind of not far ahead, but, you know, it helps. You can get the deals and stuff by, you know, booking these trips in advance. Are there any trips that are coming up that people should still have time to take advantage of? You know, anything that you can talk about coming up?
If we're doing summer vacation, we need to get on it now. Flights are definitely they're doing their thing. Fuel is expensive, so they kind of reflect that. If we bundle things together, we can save some money. I have vendors and suppliers who give me coupons from time to time. I'm actually working on a group of like 16 people want to leave next in July. So I was working that last night and this morning. Because we can get groups. So if you have like a family reunion or you have a birthday group or even if you just want to do a girls or guys trip, now is the time, book it. Let's get you guys on. I do have something coming up for me, but it's next year. But I'm going to start plugging it in now because we're doing a group cruise to the ABC Islands on the Celebrity Silhouette. And that's going to be for Halloween of 2027. So I'm super stoked for that one. I only have about 3 cabins left on it. And so, yeah.
For Halloween?
For Halloween.
How and cool is that?
And Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao is where we're stopping. I was going to say,
what is ABC? You're going to have to tell me that.
So it's the ABC Islands. So it's really cool. It's going to be really cool. I'm going to be escorting it. So you get to spend Halloween with this crazy person. And you get to see vacations. Although it's going to be kind of work, but I love it. And so it's never really work.
Well, that's the thing. You love travel. You love all things. And like you care about like window seat, aisle seat, middle seat, like all down to like those details. Like how early do you really want to get to the airport? How important is it for you to be, you know what I'm saying? Those kinds of things. I just think all that goes into what you do. Something I wanted to ask you about, since you are traveling, what have the airports been like?
So we are very lucky that Jacksonville is a breeze, especially, and I do always plug this in. I get 0 commission for this. But if you travel more than twice a year, get yourself TSA PreCheck. If you do domestic, if you travel international, get global entry because it does come with domestic with TSA PreCheck as well, and it's good for 5 years. I believe it's about $125 for global and $79 for TSA PreCheck. Is a breeze. You go right through. TSA was great for us. I think the Jacksonville airport is phenomenal. Their staff is great. Cancun tends to be a little bit more of a little hectic, but I know it like the back of my hand. And that's why, again, another reason why I travel is because I can get you from, baggage claim all the way out the door and tell you where to go, where your driver is. and all of that. So it was pretty easy. I didn't see the crazy.
Well, on the TSA PreCheck thing, you have a very valid point because my mom has that. I do not.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we went to Texas, like Jacksonville was easy, but
Mm-hmm.
coming back, she got to breeze through that line like it was nothing, and
Yes,
she had
ma'am.
to wait a minute on me. So it's totally worth it.
Yes.
Especially if you're running late or whatever to the airport. Like that is a quick way to. I mean, hers was so fast. I was like,
yes. It's almost no line at like ever.
Yeah.
So
she just walked right on. You know what I'm saying? Like went through the little detector. That was it. I was like, what the?
Yeah.
So anyway, but
it's the best money you ever spend. I promise you can. I don't think I've ever had anybody say, you know what, I went and got it, TSA PreCheck or global entry, and I regret it. So global entry just adds that level of, hey, you're coming back into the country internationally. So it's pretty much immigration. You breeze through immigration back into the US. It's actually called the Known Traveler Program. So you will have a background check. You will have to do an interview. But once you do that, like I said, it's for 5 years and $125 for 5 years. Yeah. And I hate to plug this in, but most credit cards, like travel credit cards, will cover that. Will give you a credit for it.
Wow.
For once a year. So yeah, so you can like just go ahead and do it. But yeah, so far it wasn't, it was pretty quick for me to get through. This one was quick as well. Cancun gets a lot of, I tell everybody, turn off the news because there's so much negativity constantly. So I will never steer you in the wrong direction. This is why I'm here. Everybody's, it's so dangerous. I flew by myself. I do not have my adult Pro Max with me. So I am unsupervised.
I was a little concerned about that. I'm not going to lie. Because I know what it's like when I don't have mine. And it's like,
unfortunately, when I'm not with him is when I'm actually on travel mode. I'm not travel mode, but work mode. So I don't really do the partying. Like we were picked up yesterday and the day before at 8:00 in the morning. I didn't get back to my resort until 5:30 in the afternoon. And by the time you're done walking 20,000 steps under the Caribbean sun, which is very hot, you're not trying to. Like I'm lucky that I didn't crawl into like the little displays of the pools they have around here. Because I would have just jumped in. It was so hot.
What does the water look like down there?
So this right here is a swim out or a swim up room category for the family side of the resort. This is a family and adults only. The adults only is on that side. You almost kind of forget that there's no kids around until you go to dinner because they do show up at dinner. The water back there is beautiful. This resort is actually known for their destination wedding locations. And they have multiple venues. You might not be able to see it because it's to my right, but there is a gazebo-looking thingamajig back here. It is beautiful. It lights up at night. They have the Sky Lounge all the way down at the end of the resort, and it overlooks the ocean. And it is the most stunning view as a wedding backdrop. So if you have, because I do destination weddings as well, this resort is great for that. They do 2 a day, so not a whole lot, just 2 a day. And the sister property, the Mirage, which I'm going to see today, does 3 a day.
Oh, wow.
And they take care of everything. They have their wedding department here is phenomenal. They will take care of start to finish. All I do is book your rooms and put you in contact with everybody.
I love this. Like, it's so pretty. Like, I can't quit looking at the background. I'm like, man. Now, something you said in that, you said a swim up pool. I don't know what that is. Maybe I should. So, I don't know. Sounds cool.
There's two different types of categories. We don't really have in Cancun. It's kind of weird. They don't have actual like swim outs. Swim outs, you will get those in like resort like Sandals, right? Where you literally open up your door and you can swim out into the pool. Here they call right? They call them swim ups because you actually have to swim up to your room. But that right there, what you see is, and you can't see it, but this little wall right here, it connects like the rooms to the pool. There's like steps you can walk down to and you can kind of just go into the pool. Now, the beautiful thing about this resort, and not many resorts do this, the swim out sections have their own swim up pool bars. So the little boxy thing there, yes, ma'am. So you can get your drink on while the kids are splashing around, or like we do, because my youngest is 20. We
Yes.
go to the adult side, we get our swim up room because we love a good swim up room, and we hang around at the bar there all day.
But that's what
And
I'm
just,
saying about you. Like you
mhm,
can accommodate anything. Like you,
yes,
if we're doing a family with all young kids, if you're doing a
yes,
family with teenagers, if you're
yeah,
doing it just a couple by yourself,
mhm.
no matter what you're doing, the places to go and where they need to, all the
I
things about their trip. I just
wish.
think it's really cool.
I'm so sad that I don't even get to show you guys. If you go to my page, you will see some pictures, but my private group is who's really getting my content. But
Okay.
the resort next door has a water park, like
What
water slides, a lazy river
in the resort?
with girlfriend with a swim up bar. Guess
I'm
where
gonna talk
I'm
to
going
David
later
Shores
after
tonight.
work?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to David, see if we can get on down to Cancun.
Girlfriend, and if we do a group, we get discounts if we do a group.
That's what I'm saying. I want to do a business after hours, just on a
I think we
cruise.
should. Anywhere. Let's go anywhere. Let's do it.
I
Let's
love
do
this
it.
so much. Now, Zai, where can people?
Mhm.
Because you have great content, and you're always sharing like where you are, what you're doing, all the things. Where can people find this if they want to start following you? Check out your pages. Where can they see all that?
So I do have a business page with Facebook, and that's going to be
Mm-hmm.
Journeys by Zahi LLC. There,
And
you're
Zai
going to
is
get
spelled ZAHI.
ZAHI, right? So we're going to have that there, and you're not going to see a whole lot there. I leave the good stuff for my private group. My private group is a little community that we've built. We're about 108 members right now because I'm trying to grow it slowly but surely, because I want people to be able to get really good content and good information about what it is that I'm doing. I go live
Mm-hmm.
from there. Sometimes I bring them to my resorts, but they're getting all of the videos that I'm doing. They're getting
Mm-hmm.
all of the pictures, and that's going to be Travel with Zai. And I believe it's a long name. It's Travel with Zai Vacation. I think it's all inclusive vacations to like cruises, Europe, and all of that. I wish I knew the name, but I built it about a year ago, and it's a long name. But I'll
Don't worry,
plug it.
we'll
I
find
always
it and put it in the show notes.
and we always plug it. I always plug it either on my personal page or I plug it on my
Okay.
business page. And it's very easy to get into. There are some questions because I want to make sure people are actually serious. And I want to make sure that people are not working with other agents, because I do not want to take other people's like
Yeah.
clients. It's
Yeah.
so if you are working with somebody else, I don't mind answering questions, but make sure you treat your travel agent well.
Yes.
So
Now, was there anything else? I don't want to keep ruining your
I
vacation
know.
time right now. I know it's kind of work too, but you're in such a beautiful place. Like, I don't want to keep taking up your time. I know you're
Right.
busy, but was there anything else that I haven't touched on that you want people to know? Because Zai, I'm going to be honest. I don't even know how long we've known each other at this point, because it all kind of runs together. But
Yeah.
I have learned so much from you, from the business after hours you held to you coming to all of our stuff to you doing trips for me. And you love Camden County so hard. You love your people so
Yeah.
hard.
Yes.
And you're remarkable. And what you
Mhm.
do is so cool. And you're passionate about it and you love it so much. And you
Yeah.
really want people to have a great time. And I think it's wonderful. I appreciate your time today. Was there anything
Yes.
else that you wanted to mention that I didn't touch on, that you wanted people to know, or you just wanted to say before we
Mm,
cut it
Yes,
off?
very quick. Just
Yeah.
because you see it on TikTok or Instagram doesn't mean it's the right resort for you. This is why
Oh,
I do this. This is why I do this, because in the age of social media, all you see, you're being bombarded with things. But just because there's a resort that looks absolutely stunning, it doesn't mean that it's the right fit for you.
agreed.
And that's the biggest takeaway I always tell people. And if you go to like these .com pages and websites, you are not going to get what you think you're going to get.
Well, I think all of us can relate to, like, you see something online and this is what you're expecting, and then you get there and the room is like this
Mm-hmm.
big, and you think you're getting all this and you're just not. And
Right.
I think everybody's probably been a victim of that at some point.
Yes.
So that's a very good point that you're making about, you won't run into that problem if you use Zahi, Journeys by
Right.
Zahi, because
There
you
you
know,
go.
and you've been there, you know how big the rooms are, you know what they have to offer. So yeah, and people nowadays are making things look all kinds of good online,
That
and
that
it's not necessarily reality, unfortunately. You know.
No, they spend a lot of money. They spend a lot of money on marketing.
Mm-hmm.
For us, it's more like I come so you don't have to gamble.
Yeah.
And I know
Yes.
not only the accommodations, the food, the service, the drinks. It's all very important for you to have that perfect vacation
Mm-hmm.
experience.
Yeah. I love
So.
it so much, Zahi. You're amazing. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule today to visit us from Cancun.
Of course.
So next time I'm going to have you back on the podcast, we're going to talk all things travel insurance.
Yes.
And I don't know where you'll
important.
be at that point, but it's going to be
Probably,
a cool place. I just know it.
Well, my office is pretty cool. I call it Journeys by Zahi headquarters. So
I
I will love it. I can talk about insurance every day, all day for it because it's important to have.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Zahi. Go enjoy your day. Check out another resort. Have
know.
fun and get back safe to us, okay?
Will do. See you guys shortly.
All right. Thank you, guys. You have caught episode 101 of the Getting in Your Business podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you book your next vacation with Journeys by Zahi.